I can't believe it's been 20 years. I mean, I joined it and it was only 4 years into it. I couldn't believe that we were doing this event. And it has evolved to something that's larger than I think the originators could have imagined.
I'm impressed and very thankful. I think it was a great idea just for local area nonprofits to do way back in the day. And the fact that you guys have kept it up is just, it's heartwarming, to be honest with you. I mean, to have done something that we started and it still continued for 20 years, after the fact, that's a pretty cool feeling to be a part of that.
The Design-a-thon was started 20 years ago by Jason Ford and Donna Monteferrante, two of the original professors of visual communications here at Lone Star College in Kingwood.
Design-a-thon is an event for Lone Star College-Kingwood students to put their skills that they learn in the classroom to work for nonprofit groups in the community.
Design-a-thon is a really interesting event because you're taking students who are still getting comfortable with the programs and all of the design material and theories and giving them real-life clients that they can work with in a comfortable space because they have their teachers that they can rely on and ask for help, but also a bit of independence.
The biggest goal from that was kind of to show students that, hey, anytime you're looking at the industry, the one thing that kind of deflates a lot of students' balloons is that, hey, they're asking for 3 to 5 years experience. I don't have that coming out. And so one of the things we always talked about was you can always do things for nonprofits. I mean, you can put it down as contract work, whether you or not you get paid, but it gives you the experience of working with someone. And that's really what they want to be able to see, is that you know how to work with a client to take their problem or their messaging problem and create a visual solution for it. And so this really kind of helped bring in a bit of the real world, into those classes.
During the last 20 years, our students have been benefited with great portfolio pieces for their future life. Also, professional projects that are going to benefit the community with their names. Also, they receive t-shirts, certificates, and a lot of food.
When I joined in 2007, the event ran from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on a Friday. And we had between 15 and 20 graphic design students show up and between 8 and 10 nonprofit businesses.
A lot of my semester, the beginning was really just trying to recruit out to nonprofits, letting them know what we were going to do. We had a lot of folks who were pretty enthusiastic about us helping them. And keep in mind, this is back in the days, before all the social media stuff.
Most of our projects in the beginning were print, because that's what we had. We were print. We were doing brochures, we were doing invitations, flyers, CD covers. That was the bulk of the work. And of course, now it's much more digital, social media focused.
And they would tell the students what they needed that morning, and the students would have to, on their feet, come up with logos and brochures and layouts and everything. And by 8 o'clock at night, we were delivering final work. It was really herding cats in a lot of ways, trying to make sure that all the clients were getting their needs met, as well as the students were able to show their creativity. And but we also wanted to keep it fun and light at the same time. So while it was a stressful event, being able to knock something out in 12 hours, it was really valuable because that's the pressure that they would have in the real world.
So many people kind of came together to help pull this thing off. Even though it was 12 hours, to be honest, it was about months in the making.
The biggest change is the mood. In the early days, it was the time crunch and fast decisions and turn something out fast. And now it is more in-depth. The projects are more complex. They're more of a suite of designs rather than a standalone project like we were doing in the early days.
The students every single semester started interviewing the clients, showing them their ideas, their brainstorming, the sketches, the new campaigns. After that, during about 2 months, they working every single week. During the closing day, our students present in front of the faculty, our staff, their classmates, and of course, in front of their clients, their final projects and campaigns. They receive certificates, community awards, t-shirts, food, and a lot of experience for their resume and portfolio.
So our organization is Family to Family Network, and we create success for kids with disabilities by empowering their families. And we do that by providing case management and information referral, training, and support to those families as they try to get help for their kids. From the time when I started as executive director, we really didn't have a lot of social media presence. We didn't have really professionally done flyers or brochures or anything. It's important for families or for corporations that might reach out to us to have a good brochure or a good flyer to pass on to them so they can learn more about your business and what you do.
Family to Family Network was a lot of fun because I got to work with a close friend of mine who I met at the school on that project. And so we went through every design, we met multiple times and talked about the projects. And it was just a really unique experience talking back and forth with the client, figuring out what they wanted. We'd work together on these ideas, send them, sketches, concepts, and then they'd give us feedback. And it was just so fun to get to do that with classmates and be able to talk about our results with each other as we're going through Design-a-thon.
Both times that I've worked with students, it's been very professional. They come prepared with ideas. They really try to understand your organization and help you come up with the best creative piece that to meet your needs.
I think they were really excited about it. It was kind of a blur of a day, but they were very, very grateful. They sent us a really warming email afterwards, just talking about how pleased they were with it.
It provided us with an opportunity just to have something to easily share with others, whether it just being able to email the brochure or the flyer, but we were able to narrow down specifically what we did in that process, and it made it easier to share that information with our community.
And it was just such a wonderful organization. It just felt so good to be able to do something helpful for them in the area of expertise that we were learning. So it was honestly a wonderful feeling.
We solicit clients for their projects, and they have messages and projects that they are passionate about. And when the students interact with the client and understand what their message is and get it down in the format that they want to promote it, it just hits a mark, and they're very excited to have the support.
Being a community college, it's really important to us to outreach to the people in our community. And being able to help all of these businesses who can't typically afford business cards or logos or any of this kind of work is our way of giving back to the community.
Just knowing the kind of work we were doing, no matter, it may seem kind of small and insignificant, to us, because it's just maybe like a print, but knowing the impact it could have for them to help get their message out. I thought that was really kind of the cool thing. And that was really the whole purpose of the event, to sort of give back in a way. You guys had the talent, they had a need. Let's show you how you can bring those two together.
I think the event helped me in a lot of ways, mentally going through all the steps necessary in order to complete a design, talking to a client for the first time, communication in a team. There were a lot of skills that I learned, and a lot of the experiences later on down the line as I learned more things, I could reflect back on my experience and go, oh wow, that's kind of something similar that I dealt with there. And it helped me a lot with focusing and learning about group interactions and kind of collaboration with other projects.
The event is really important for our students because it allows them to work with real clients with real problems and having to come up with solutions on their feet. So it gives them real world experience with clients that have real opinions, and the students can then apply their skills and get their work actually printed or on the web so that the students can have professional work in their portfolios.
You never learn better than whenever you're doing something for yourself or working with a client, because with the client, you have to fully understand something so that way you can talk to them about it. And so it puts you in the workplace mindset in, hey, if this is your job, if you want this to be your job, this is the perfect chance for you to get into that mindset with very little risk, right? And so much reward.
Personally, coordinating Design-a-thon has been a very rewarding and valuable experience. Over the past few years, and with the rapid progress in technology, our Design-a-thon students have used the recent industry trends like artificial intelligence, 3D design, remote and hybrid work. Obviously, they are still printing a lot, banners, brochures, business cards, but the digital request is increasing more than 70%. They are now more focused in social media projects, web design projects, videos. So in this case, we are training our students for a better challenge future.
We're the only college that actually does this in this area. We're the only college in Lone Star College system, and we're the only college, as far as I know, Sam Houston, the University of Houston, in the Houston area. No one else does any event like this. So it's an incredible event. It has always been an incredible event, and I would love to see it go for another 20 years.
I think there's always going to be a need. I think it's such a great project for us students to be a part of, and so it always makes me smile because I think about all those early days and all the posters that we did. It was just an incredibly fun time. So I'm ecstatic that you guys kept it up. To be honest, I mean, with all my heart, thank you so much.
As in the past, we are going to continue with our goal. Our goal is to serve the communities, help our students with real experience work, and provide them not only certificates, great projects for their portfolio and their resume. We are inviting our communities, our nonprofits, and our students to continue with this amazing work. We still donated time for our community and provided to our students the best experience, real experience for all of us.